All right, Arthur Giftakis, Vice President of Engineering and Operations at Towerstream US. Welcome to Wi-Fi Club TV.
Thanks for having me, Klaus. I'm glad to be here. I'm looking forward to speaking next week at the Wi-Fi Offload Summit.
Well, we thank you very much for agreeing to speak there and coming over to Frankfurt. And this is just great news for us, so we're excited about that. And just to as a teaser on this for this summit, can you tell us a bit about what Towerstream is doing in the area of Wi-Fi these days?
Sure. Well, to understand what we're doing with Wi-Fi, you have to understand the whole picture of Towerstream. So Towerstream is a fixed wireless provider, and we provide high-speed, high-capacity broadband to businesses in 16 major markets across the United States. Some of those markets being Boston, New York, Chicago, LA. So some of the largest markets in the United States. So we were able, about 4 or 5 years ago, we were able to start building and leverage that existing Towerstream fixed wireless network to start building out a Wi-Fi offload platform and a small cell architecture. So we've been actually building this out for the last 3 to 4 years in getting some scale. So we're actually doing a Wi-Fi offload today. A lot of people are just talking about it. We're actually doing it, and we've been able to do that because of the in place high capacity infrastructure that we have. So we're very excited about that. And not just Wi-Fi offload, but we also offer an entire small cell architecture too, where carriers, MSOs, MNOs can rent space on our existing real estate assets and provide service to their customers without using their existing network capacity.
So where do you see the business opportunities in Wi-Fi offload, carrier Wi-Fi today, both as a third party, but also for example, the carrier?
Sure. So, I mean, today we already have large customers. We have like very large cable operator that we signed to a rent-based deal probably about 6 months ago now. Where the demand is right now is these MNOs and MSOs and large internet companies. I always say when you have a high capacity, robust network like Towerstream has, we don't even know what all the capabilities are yet in the future. But certainly right now, um, carriers are going to get to leverage our network to get immediate offload and free up capacity on their own networks, giving them, some benefits of cost and monetization and all that.
So what should service providers be doing today if they're thinking about carrier Wi-Fi offload? Do you have any advice to them other than coming to you for wholesale capacity, presumably?
Well, first and foremost, we do want them to come to us for wholesale capacity. But carriers today, we are in contact with all of them, and we're talking to them, and we're the cable operators. What they're doing today is they're kind of in the planning stage in the beginning of the rollout phase. I mean, if you looked at some of the numbers, there was a study sponsored by the WBA that says that 20% of the capacity added in 2014 is going to be through Wi-Fi offload, and another 20% is going to be a combined Wi-Fi and small cell type architecture. So that's 40% of the build out for 2014 is going to come from this, Wi-Fi small cell area. The carriers are planning for that right now, and we're talking to them. In addition to that, they need to start moving to the new standards for offload, such as Hotspot 2.0 and Passpoint. That's obviously very big for them and very big for Powerstream. We were the first in the United States to go through the ICP process and for Wi-Fi and Hotspot 2.0. So our network is ready. We have lots of capacity readily available for these companies, and we're starting to see them come on at a pretty good rate.
That's great. And can you share with us perhaps some of your success stories? I know you're very active in the New York City, the Manhattan area. Can you tell us something about that?
Um, yeah, so our big success story, I think, in 2013 was that Hotspot 2.0 certification, being one of the first ones to do that. As far when we talk about Manhattan was very unique. It was our first market, and it's kind of as the adage goes, you can do it if you can do it there, you can do it anywhere. New York was a very challenging environment from a construction standpoint, from an RF engineering standpoint for Wi-Fi, just because of the noise. And we were able to successfully build a very robust, high-performing Wi-Fi network. I did mention earlier we signed our first large customer to a rent-based agreement who is passing lots of traffic on this network today. They're not using Hotspot 2.0 yet, but we're in the finishing touches starting to implement that. the beauty of that is we see that giving us really infinite capacity going forward. When we're not worried about various sign-on IDs and all that, the companies, the carriers themselves are going to have total control of the network, which is what they want. So we'll be able to pass through our high capacity medium to them, but they still control the end users and control the end user experience, which is, paramount to the carriers and, cable operators wanting to provide good service to their customers. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, sorry, there's a bit of a delay on the lines, and sometimes this gets a bit confusing. I was going to ask you, what are your next steps as a company? Do you expect to be expanding, for example, internationally or more nationally?
Well, I don't want to say we are not going to ever expand internationally. Right now, our focus is on the U.S. market, and we're continuing to build out at a pretty quick pace based on our customer demands and the requirements of the carriers, cable operators, internet companies. They've been pretty open about areas they want us to cover and how quick we can get to market. So we're going to continue to not only build out existing markets, but we will also be looking at new potential markets in 2014.
Excellent, Arthur. It's great to have you on the show. Can you just share with us at the end, maybe just a little bit of a preview of what you're going to be speaking about at the Wi-Fi Offload Summit? Don't tell too much because we want people to come to the summit as well.
Sure. Well, I think I have some great content for people who are going to be participating in the Wi-Fi Offload Summit. We're going to be talking about, number one, how to deploy the network, some of the things that we've learned in the past. I'll also be talking about the importance of backhaul in the network. I'll also be talking about some of the key monetization aspects and, how to build for these services. And then also, what needs to go on in the back end to satisfy everybody's requirements. So I think we're going to be talking about all the salient topics, and I think it's going to be a very productive and lively session.
Arthur, that's excellent, and we really look forward to seeing you there. And I want to thank you for coming on the show, and good luck with your travels. I'll see you next week. Thanks very much.
Forward to it. Thank you very much for having me. Bye-bye.